Hello. So hopefully it hasn't been super long since we talked and you remember who I am. But if you don't, I am Ashley Nicole. I am a photographer, graphic designer. Um, what else do I do? I do a lot of stuff, but most likely you have been a client of mine at some point. And I'm sending you this video to keep you updated on things that you can do with your Squarespace website. So at some point, you either hired me to design your website and we worked on a project together, or you've asked me to troubleshoot your website or do something to your website at some point, and I know that you use Squarespace for your business. So as a Squarespace Circle member, which is what I am, I get inside news on the new things that are coming to Squarespace. And I know with all the chatter online and everything, people are trying to figure out what works best for them. Is it Squarespace? Is it WordPress? Is it Wix? And there's a lot of debate, excuse me, about which one is better, what can do what. And in all honesty, it's really what works for you. A lot of these platforms have the same type of features. It's just a matter of which one is easier for the time that you have. So for most of my clients, they can't afford to pay me to continually update their website. So they need a platform that allows them to learn how to do that themselves. And that's easy. So sometimes that learning curve is a little too high with WordPress, and sometimes the features of places like Wix and Weebly might not be up there for what they need their website to do. But I just took a course on Wix, and let me tell you, all these platforms are coming up in the world. So it's really not going to matter soon what you choose. But because you have chosen Squarespace, I wanted to let you in on a few new things that Squarespace is doing, new features that they've added. And because you came into Squarespace under me, most likely you have these new features and you just haven't noticed them yet. So I wanted to show you two of the biggest things that I think are going to be huge for the growth of at least most of the clients that I've worked with. And I wanted to make you aware that these things are here. So I'm showing you this on just a test website that I actually made for a class project. So it's not actually live to the world, but I'm going to show you where those features are in this with this test website. So the first feature is email marketing. So most of my clients, I urge them and encourage them to build their email list. Excuse me. And most people know what MailChimp is, and that MailChimp is free up into 2,000 subscribers. And that's awesome. MailChimp works perfectly for anything that you want to do with an email list. But I know one of the biggest not complaints, but kind of pushback when I suggest that is like, oh my gosh, there's one more website, one more platform that I need to figure out how to work, one more thing that I need to keep up with, etc. So Squarespace now offers email marketing. So in this marketing tab in your control panel, you might have noticed email campaigns has popped up. And like I said, there might be some warning messages because this website is not actually live or paid for. So one thing that I like about being a Squarespace Circle member is that we get 6-month trials, and you get to test out all these features before you even pay for something. So it's cool that I can show you on this website right now. And I apologize for my Wi-Fi. Things are a little slow, but I could not wait to show you guys this. So when you're in marketing and email campaigns, this is what you're going to see. You can send emails, automations, everything, and build your email list directly in your Squarespace website. So if you're already maintaining your website, you don't need another platform to keep up with. So they have a lot of templates. It's very similar to MailChimp, and I'm sure that's intentional. So when you click on create a new campaign, you get two different options. An email blast, which is basically you choose which email list you want to send it to, and it's going to send them to send that email to all of those people on that list at one time. And then a welcome email, which is huge. This is an automation email. So as soon as someone signs up for your list, you want to welcome them, let them know what they're going to expect from you, etc. And that's what that one is. So this one would be a regular email. This one is an automation that you don't even have to press the button. As soon as they sign up, they're getting that email to welcome them and let them know who you are, what they're doing here, what you're going to give them, etc. So most commonly, people will be sending out blasts, and this is where you're able to see all the different templates that are available to you. They're broken down in categories so that, you know, if there's a certain type of email that you're wanting to send, they already kind of have templates for all those things. So for products, if you're announcing a sale, if you want to say thank you for a purchase or something like that, I mean, they've literally thought of everything. And I think what differs between these and MailChimp's templates is that they're useful. They look good. These are things that you see in your email all the time from businesses. So it gives you a professional look already. And then you just have to plug in your information. Super easy. It's not necessarily a tutorial that I'm trying to do right now, but I wanted to make you aware that this is here. It's easy. This is what I'm using. So if you've received an email from me in the last 3 months, it is coming straight through Squarespace. Super easy. Very similar to MailChimp. So subject line, preview text, you get to choose which mailing list. So I've actually built a few different mailing lists. And if you're interested in understanding why or how, please reach out to me and I will do a tutorial video explaining that to you. So this would be kind of like the back end stuff, who you're sending it to, who it's coming from, you know, that information that's usually in the footer. And then you get to style it. If you don't want this background color to be that color, if you want it a different GIF here, you can put a different GIF there, change the link colors, things like that. And you pretty much edit each section by clicking on it, and that blue square is telling you, you know, where you are. Super easy. When you're done, you click email, you click, well, this would say send. Obviously, this is not a functioning website at the moment, but this will say send. But you can also send yourself a test email so that you make sure it looks good in the inbox, on the phone, all that necessary stuff. So when emails have been sent, I wish I had one here, but it tracks, here we go. This kind of shows you what it'll tell you, how many people it was delivered to. So if there's somebody on your list that spelled their email wrong and it's not, it's bouncing back, and it won't necessarily bounce back to you. But let's say you have 53 people on your email list and this says, you know, 50 are delivered, you know, 3 people on there, there's something wrong. It'll show you how many people are opening it, how many people have clicked it. And what I really like about it, and I'm sure MailChimp does this as well, but it's a little harder to find. Once you get these analytics here, let's say you sent them something to download, or you sent them a link and you wanted them to go sign up for something, it's going to show you which of those people actually did that. And that's kind of where my separate email list came from. So when I noticed that this group of people was interested in this, that I keep sending them, these are the people that keep clicking on it, I put them onto a separate list so that I can send that stuff to them. And not, you know, after a while, if you keep sending the same thing and nobody's interested, you're going to get people unsubscribing. So that allows you to target the people that are actually interested and send those things directly to them. So it gives you all that information. There's some helpful articles here that I suggest you read, just about how to build an email list, what are the best things that you should send out, things like that. But again, if you want to hear that from me, I am more than willing, to make a few tutorial videos if that's something that you guys are interested in. Okay, I did not mean to make this long. I want to show you the second thing that they added, which is subscriptions. So I don't know if that's going to make sense to you just saying that, so I'm going to show you. So if you think about for instance, can't talk today. Artistry studios memberships. I've been doing those memberships through what do you call it? PayPal subscription services. So when somebody signs up for something, or for instance, when somebody signs up for my design membership, I'm giving them a certain amount of designs for a certain price for a certain time period. So 10 graphics a month for 6 months for a certain price. And I've been doing that through PayPal because PayPal and Stripe as well have those subscription things built in where you can do those automatic payments. But the disconnect with the way I was doing that is that I'm managing these things on different platforms. I couldn't easily connect that to my website. There was kind of like a workaround that I had to do, which it works. It works perfectly fine. But what if everything was in one place? So I've already kind of created a test product section here, but what you would do is create a products page, which would be a shop. That's just what they call the page, products. But as you can see, you can rename that whatever you want to. And then when you go to add a product here under services, you can create now subscriptions. So let's say that you're a company that does some type of subscription box, like a beauty box, or let's say you're doing a coaching program or something like that where there's multiple payments. This makes it so, like, this is game changing. So you would set it up just like you've been setting up products and services before. You set a price. So again, I'm doing tutorials when I said that's not what I was going to do. But I get so excited because I could not believe that Squarespace finally did something like this. So let's say it's $40. I'm going to make this a subscription, and then it's going to ask me like, okay, what are your terms? So let's say it's $40 a month. So I say every 1 month. Ongoing payments, I can say, 6 payments. So $40 every month for 6 months. Whatever, I think, weeks is in here. So maybe if it's a payment plan for a service, you can do like every 2 weeks after 3 payments, like whatever that makes sense for the type of product or service that you're trying to provide here. Like it's super easy. Of course, there's no like super advanced features, but I'm not sure that PayPal or Stripe service does anything more than this. So it's definitely competing with what the other programs already have. So this is huge. And I know for a lot of, I can think of, I'm trying to make this a general video so that I can send it to all of you guys. But I know that some of you guys, right off the top of my head, I'm like, okay, they need to know about this because this is going to change your business and change the type of things that you're offering and make it easier for you so that you're not managing 20 different types of, what do you call them? Service providers and things like that. One of the other things that was not on my list that I just thought about, I'm not sure if you guys know that through Squarespace, if you have a business plan, which I believe I've encouraged all my clients to at least start with the business plan, that you actually are able to get Acuity scheduling for free. I'm gonna say that again. Acuity scheduling for free. So the platform that you go through to schedule time with me is Acuity. And through Squarespace, let me just show you this really fast. You're able to get, so Acuity has different tiers of plans or whatever. They have a free plan that's available to everybody. And then I believe the next one up is called Emerging Entrepreneur or Emerging Business or something like that. You get that one for free through Squarespace as long as you sign it up through here. So let's say that you wanted this page to be your booking page. Again, and it says premium there because you have to have at least a business plan, not a personal plan on Squarespace to be able to use these products. But let's say I want to make this my booking page. It lets me sign up for Acuity right through here. And that lets Acuity know that you're a Squarespace user, member, whatever they want to call it. And then so you click here to set it up. And once you've set it up, you come back and apply that link here. And I have never paid for Acuity because I signed up through Squarespace. And Acuity is literally my lifeline. Any type of call, any type of meeting, any type of coaching, I set up through Acuity. I think with the plan that they're offering you for free, the only thing that you don't get to use is what is it called? Like text message reminders. You get the email reminders that sends out to your clients and things like that. The only thing that you don't get that the other plans have, I believe, is text message reminders. Which at that point it's up to you if that's super important. But like I said, I've done fine for at least the last 3 years with this free plan from this partnership with Squarespace and Acuity. So those are 3 things that I wanted to tell you about, and just keep you updated on things that you can do with Squarespace. I by no means want to leave you to the wolves after I built this website for you and things like that, or helped you with something and didn't let you know how that works. So again, if at any point there's something specific that you want to know how to do, I record videos like this all the time. So just let me know. So think about how you can streamline your processes right now before the new year starts with email marketing, subscription services, and a booking scheduler. So I think that's it. Hopefully that's helpful. Let me know what else you need from me. And thank you so much for being a loyal customer of Ashley Nicole Artistry, LLC. Thank you. See ya.